a while doing like a Gintama video, and I was making this Kagura analysis video, which is coming soon, by the way. And when I was making this video, two things came to my mind. I was like, one, this video gonna be hella long because I want to go in and character and make sure I got everything right. And the second thing is that, you know what, people don't really appreciate Gintama like that. And I decided to do a video about why no one understands Gintama, because I see a lot of internet nowadays. I see people, I follow some anime pages on Instagram, and sometimes they talk about best shonens, best shows ever, and people sometimes mention Gintama as like their favorite or like peak shonen. And I see the first couple comments I see is that, or the popular ones I see, talking about some Gintama is boring, Gintama is not funny. I dropped it at like 30 episodes in, it wasn't funny, it's as overhyped. And I'm like, bro, here we go. I'm gonna get into why no one understands Gintama. Shout out to Nux for the name, and I always wanted him to do this video, but he never did. But anyway, so I guess I'll do it. But yeah, people always say it's overhyped, but they're going into it the wrong way, because if you don't know, Gintama is a long running shonen, and they expect some things to happen right off the bat. And when that doesn't happen, they say it's ass or overhyped. And so this is why I'm making this video, because no one really understands Gintama. So let's get straight into it, man. Let me explain why. So certain reasons I would go over, but let me just start off with this. Gintama is, first of all, underrated shonen. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all can say it's popular. It's definitely not. Trust me, I know. Okay, it deserves to be in talks with Bleach, One Piece, Naruto, all that type of stuff. But it's not, because it's heavily Japanese influence at first. And that plays a part later in this video. But Gintama is a long-running shonen. It has over 300 episodes plus some movies and stuff. It came out at the time around 2006 where anime is long and now short nowadays. And plus, since it's long-running, the slow pacing of the show happens sometimes. People are criticize this as well too, because it takes time to get to know certain characters and build a world within the anime. And back in the day, like I said, it took like between 30-40 episodes to do it sometimes in long run of shonen, sometimes 20, but nowadays it's like 7, like Mob Psycho, My Hero, or like the C, not LT. I guess yeah, you can say LT, because those took like a good like 4 or 5 episodes to establish all that. But that's what's like I said, different time periods, so different format. This is like one of the big issues too. Like people go into Gintama, they see these clips, which I understand. They see these like fighting clips and like crazy like blood, swords, fighting, and people think this is a crazy like drama or like crazy serious shonen. But they go into it and they wonder like, okay, when did this get to the fighting? But that's not what's Gintama about, because in the beginning episodes, it just shows a whole bunch of comedy episodes, different characters that has nothing really to do with the plot, at least as of yet. And then you see like, oh man, the serious stuff is not coming anytime soon. That's why they drop it. So let me just say this: people that's planning on watching Gintama soon, or you starting it and you dropped it, but let me just say this: so Gintama is all around a comedy show. It's a comedy show with little extra flavors into it that makes it different than others. So it starts off as a comedy show, and in the beginning it has these episodic episodes where we meet different groups, such as like this Shinsengumi, the Shogun and his government, Odd Job, Katsura's group, and then you meet different ones. And to establish the world building and the characters, they introduce them in a funny, outlandish way. Because why? It's a comedy. It doesn't start off as like a serious anime or a sad anime. It starts off as a comedy and lighthearted a little bit, because that was the intention of the show. Because the whole purpose of it is, to escape from the real world and enjoy a comedy show. And when you like get further in the series, that's when it takes a dip to like comedy to some serious episodes like that have like serious like shonen battle like S to it. And that's why I think it's special, because honestly, please name me another show besides I guess One Piece that does this. And I get it if you don't like the the comedy in this show, because people say that the start of Gintama is like kind of bad, and personally I disagree, because well, I guess in my taste I really enjoyed the beginning, because I knew going into it as a comedy and I'm gonna get to the serious parts later on. I didn't go to it expecting like the action right off the bat. I was just vibing with the show, see where this goes, and the comedy did make me laugh in the beginning. Some people didn't make them laugh, I understand. Like I said, it all comes down to different tastes, but I enjoyed the beginning, and I think y'all might too, going to the show that it's a comedy. And going back to the one of a kind thing, so yeah, by the way, if you don't know, this is my favorite show of anime. It's my favorite show of all time, and I think what I like about it so much that it literally has a factor of everything. The usual animes has this, I really like them a lot, like Bleach, One Piece, Yu Yu Hakusho. They all have this style to it. Gintama has slice of life moments. It's sci-fi anime sometimes. They have aliens. It's action. It's comedy. It's dark moments. It's rage moments. It's sad moments. Like, oh my god! And they do this sometimes like within like episodic episodes. Like it go from one episode to be like a slice of life happy episode to like this sad episode dealing with like a random character, but and you get to know his story, and it's like, god damn, that's kind of sad, man. They even go from that to like showing like this puppy and this guy relationship, and then showing how like it started out good but then ended bad and got back to good, and it's so heartwarming too. Like it just has so many special factors. But once again, you can do that with like a long run of shonen, and people that watch it, or at least watch half of it, and are enjoying it, that pretty much they can say the same thing. And that's why people like the show, because it gives like a different variety each episode. And sometimes, like I would say, the beginning it's definitely like lighthearted and warming, and it's funny because this is me, because different outlandish moments happen between like the Shinsengumi and the Odd Job, and they also express different bonds and relationships that people form in this anime. Like it's literally like playing The Sims sometimes, but like with like crazy anime characters. It's probably like a bad comparison. I don't know why I said The Sims, but you get the picture. It has those like Saturday morning cartoon vibes where you start your day off right and in a good mood, and then it goes from like this crazy action shonen. When you get to the later half of the show, all that stuff matters in the beginning, because like it just appreciate every character, and then when things go bad, it's just like damn, it hits you like in the heart, man. It has gut wrenching episodes, and it's like hard to get through, but it just it's all worth it, because man, it's like honestly doing like some family thing, because you get to know the cast more and they become your family in a way, and that's why I appreciate about the show so much. And it also has great written characters and great written episodes. I will go more in depth, but in the future I might do like a big Gintama analysis video. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, I kind of want to get that point across of why Gintama, well, at least if I know one understands Gintama, because they always go into it like, oh, it's boring and all that type of stuff, but like, dude, it's so much more than that. But if you got the time today, I understand you probably drop it, but I suggest you really get back to it, because I'm telling you, it's a reason why like you go on my anime list, and if you consider them credible, you can see all the top shows are like Gintama seasons, and you see why it's so like rated so highly, or like it has like such a great core fan base. And when people get introduced to it, it becomes the top 5 or top 2, even top 1 sometimes. And just like, it has a reason for that. And I think y'all should at least give it a try. Because at the end of the day, I think it's because like the experience of the show that it gives you. Like it's like a roller coaster filled with emotions and different experience you see with the cast. You could go from the show, like you watching it and you love the protagonist, and then you see them encounter this villain, and you can't wait to see them take this villain down. But like you get to know the villain, and it's like, damn, this villain's probably one of the best villains I've seen in a while in anime. And Gintama has at least 4 of those. I'm telling you, like 4 of those are great, well-written villains, which I'll probably do a video later on too. Go into it having like dying laughter of different characters in the show and different episodes, to like going like this crazy best fights. And also I think a lot of it does with the storytelling too. Like you get to know like some characters are mysterious, and we get to know more about them. Each episode is like it's like a playing a video game. Like you get rewarded different information as well as you like go further in the series. So I think that's the best way to describe it. So you know what, one of these days I will do that big video of like Gintama analysis in the future, because man, I love this show so much, man, and I'm tired of it not getting the respect it deserves. But trust me, it's worth it, man. And yeah, that being said, that's kind of it for this video. We'll be dropping like more videos dealing with Gintama. Like I did a Shogun Assassination arc video, go check that out. I'm doing the Pharaoh Shishigami next, and other arcs after that, so stay tuned for videos about those. I'm doing character analysis videos on Gintama characters. Can't wait, man. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I am out. Bye. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Please watch Gintama. Whoa, whoa, whoa.